A fight against illegal migration has been announced by the new United States President Donald Trump. But although he is mainly concerned with migrants from Latin American countries, he did not stop the Polish government, headed by Donald Tusk, the Prime Minister, from warning that it is Poles who may be deported from the United States. Why is this not true? Today I take a closer look at the situation.
We will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense. First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border. All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. We will reinstate my Remain in Mexico policy.
In Mexico, not in Poland. Besides, it's hard to imagine immigrants from Poland illegally crossing the US border today. The time when Poles crowded in front of the American consulate for visas or legal entry are also gone. Decades ago, we have visa-free travel. That didn't stop the Prime Minister from sowing panic.
Po pierwszych zapowiedziach nowej administracji dotyczącej
After the first announcements of the new administration of possible deportations of illegal migrants from the United States, I asked the Minister of Foreign Affairs at that time to prepare our consulates and service posts operating in the United States so that they would be prepared for the possible consequences of these decisions for Poles working and residing in the United States. The left went even further. It suggested that people residing in the US illegally voted for Trump, which is not possible for a simple reason. If our compatriots are in the United States illegally, they have no right to vote. I think that some Poles who live in Chicago and are there illegally voted for Donald Trump or encouraged their friends to do so. They may be strongly surprised if they are immediately sent back to Poland because this is the decision Donald Trump made, and he said he would start with Chicago. By Donald Trump's decision, the right to apply for asylum was halted, and illegal migrants began to be sent back automatically. However, the Polish-American community, for the vast majority, has nothing to fear. Today, even the Polish Foreign Ministry admits this. The number of people who do not have legalized residence in the United States is counted in thousands, not tens of thousands. If Polish citizens need help, diplomatic missions are ready to issue documents. Additional duty of consuls has begun. All necessary information is posted on the Foreign Ministry's website. The Foreign Minister's website encourages Poles to return to the country.
każda Polka I każdy Polak.
Every Pole will be so warmly welcomed in the country. Everyone will find his place in his homeland. Here, everyone can find his America. Poles have been entering the United States for many years on a visa, that is legally. As of 2019, we have visa-free travel that allows a stay of up to 90 days in the United States in a 6-month period. Even if years ago a Pole entered the US on a tourist visa and started working and broke migration law, that person has probably already managed to regularize his or her status through legally available channels.
Ci, którzy przyjechali tutaj dawniej, nawet jeśli zostali nielegalnie
Those who came here in the past, even if they stayed illegally by overstaying their tourist visas, now have their own homes, their own businesses, and besides, they have been paying taxes for many years. Polish children born in the United States already have American citizenship. I would not fall into a defeatist tone. In my opinion, the problem of deportation of Poles is not large due to the fact the vast majority of them have a regularized immigration status. Parliamentarians are puzzled by Donald Tusk's alarm. Here we have an attempt at fear management, a certain turning up of emotions in this new but long anticipated political situation.
To jest jakaś taka, mam wrażenie, nieprzemyślana, infantylna trochę wypowiedź.
I have the impression that this is a kind of ill-considered, infantile statement, very harmful because it spoils Poland's relations with the United States. The American administration, if it hears something like this, that the Polish government here de facto begins to frighten citizens about the American government, will certainly not take it well. The first actions by immigration services against illegal immigrants in the United States are expected to begin in the coming days. The target of the action is to be primarily those immigrants who have come into conflict with the law. Only Poles wanted by the Polish justice system can be deported to Poland, as well as those who are already denied entry into the country by US authorities at the airport. And this has invariably been the case for years.